Throughout the 1980s and 90s, there were few more famously wealthy Americans than Donald Trump and Michael Jackson, so it's unsurprising that they find themselves moving in the same circles, stepping out publicly at the same fashionable fundraisers and photo ops, and relating to one another's lavish tendencies, be it gold toilets or private amusement parks. Their friendship continued into the 2000s, and despite the two men's rapidly diverging paths, Trump continued to publicly support Jackson up until his 2009 death and beyond, painting the late King of Pop as misunderstood, as recently as his lead up to the 2016 election. Welcome to The Detail, and here then is a select annotated timeline of the unusual friendship of Michael Jackson and Donald Trump. Make sure to give us a like, subscribe, and if you have extra info that we didn't quite cover here, please leave us a comment. We are always up for getting more of the detail. Now, March 3rd, 1988. In the midst of Jackson's marathon tour for Bad, the successor for his record-shattering Thriller, he swung through New York for a benefit concert and wowed thousands at Madison Square Garden. It was a performance the New York Times called a mammoth pop soul Halloween party. A then 41-year-old Donald Trump was among those in attendance, and as he recalled to Larry King in 2009, "I spoke to him for a little while, he was low-key, and I'd think, there's no way this guy's going to go out on that stage and perform." It's fair to assume Jackson likewise would have never assumed that his new acquaintance would one day be president. After this initial counter, Ivana Trump states in her 2017 memoir, Raising Trump, how Jackson, then 30, was a regular playmate for Ivanka, Don Jr. and Eric, alluding that Jackson was living in Trump Tower at the time, although this is inconclusive. According to Trump's ex-wife, Jackson and her 3 children will watch MTV, or play video games, or, naturally, build Trump Tower in Lego. And don't even get her started on the time Jackson popped into Ivanka's school performance of The Nutcracker. April 6, 1990. Trump's Taj Mahal casino in Atlantic City was opened with such furor, as if Trump had successfully airlifted the glamorous heyday of mid-century Las Vegas to a sleepy seaside town in New Jersey's shoreline. Then, Trump welcomed to the premises his ace in the hole, Michael Jackson himself, for a guided tour that just happened to be captured by media throngs and screaming fans. It was, as the late Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous host Robert Lynch commented, downright Beatlemania-esque. While Jackson was occupied at the Taj, he received news that Ryan White, an Indiana teenager who struggled to survive the AIDS virus, which he contracted from a blood transfusion, had passed away. In a surreal scene, cameras captured Jackson, with Trump in tow, arriving at the White family home to pay condolences, with Jackson even climbing into Ryan's Ford Mustang, which had been a gift from him, as a copy of Bad played in the stereo. When asked by a reporter why the two men appeared together, a Trump spokesman answered, "Mr. Jackson spent the weekend at Taj Mahal as Donald Trump's guest, and Michael Jackson asked if he could come along." In the winter of 1993, when Jackson started dating Elvis Presley's daughter, Lisa Marie, they apparently got familiar with each other in the cozy confines of Trump's Mar-a-Lago estate in Palm Beach, Florida. In Trump's own telling, Mar-a-Lago helped serve as the pair's simmering chemistry, having written in his book, The Art of the Comeback, "I was there, and I saw the magic of Mar-a-Lago brought to them, because after they left, it didn't work so well. I can tell you, for at least a period of time, those two folks were really getting it on." On May 26, 1994, Jackson and Presley wed in what was widely viewed as a hasty matrimony between two pillars of music royalty, if not an outright effort to draw attention away from the mounting accusations of child molestation against Jackson. The marriage did indeed dissolve less than 2 years on, which must have been crushing for their biggest supporter, Donald Trump. As Trump shared with media after they tied the knot, those two really get along great, and they're very happy. He also sneaked in the fact that they were at the top of Trump Tower now. When Jackson released History on June 16, 1995, a provocatively titled collection coming on the heels of molestation accusations and related settlements, one track Money is a song that calls out the soul-stealing haters and frauds, which through the years, fans have debated whether Trump was among the names Jackson mutters in the background just over 3 minutes in. You be the judge. On December 18, 2003, Jackson was formally charged with 7 counts of child molestation and 2 accounts of administrating an intoxicating agent. From that point until Jackson was acquitted in June 2005, the performer was presumed guilty across large swathes of public opinion. Trump, however, never wavered his support, telling Larry King and others throughout this period, "I'm going to stick by him, because nobody else is, and I don't believe it." His remarks would frequently be punctuated with memories of how much Jackson enjoyed his time at both Trump Tower and Mar-a-Lago. On June 25, 2009, the day Michael Jackson passed away at the age of 50, almost immediately, obituaries and reflections walked the tightrope of touting his artistry, rehashing a challenging childhood, an insulated life of stardom, and also being candid about the allegations that swirled around him. Trump, at the peak of his Apprentice popularity, was widely available for comment, and was quick to maintain that Jackson was not a molester, and merely loved children. He was not able to attend Jackson's funeral, although he insisted to Larry King, lest there be any doubt, that they invited me, and they called me so many times. But above all, Trump remembers the times they shared, especially at Trump Tower and his Mar-a-Lago resort in Palm Beach. In more recent years, during a CNN town hall hosted by Anderson Cooper, the then presidential candidate, Donald Trump, spoke of Jackson, saying, "He lost tremendous confidence because he honestly had bad surgery, and under such circumstances, you can even lose your talent." Maybe it's fitting that Jackson's daughter Paris got the final word regarding this unlikely friendship. In the summer of 2017, during the MTV Video Music Awards, Paris proclaimed from the stage, "If we were to stand up all united as one, our impact, it would be huge, and that's not fake news." She underscored this meaning later that night with a now deleted tweet reading, "Step up, Donny boy, at Real Donald Trump." Thanks for watching The Detail, and if you like this video, please make sure to give us a like and subscribe for more like this one. We'll see you next time.